Hey guys, it's me, Pokemon. I'm excited because today I'm going to be bringing you the review for the blue boy with the arrow that brings his enemies joy. Today we're going to be talking about Yondu. So, Yondu's class is a support, but the interesting thing about him is he isn't a healer. He more works with removing enemy buffs and then giving them to himself. So he's not your usual kind of support, and I find that he has a pretty high base attack strength, so he's able to deal a lot of damage even though he's under the support class. He counts as a villain, he's Cosmic, Mystic, and a Ravager. His passive is Jatari Hunter. He gains the chance to copy positive effects from his opponents and apply them to himself, and once it's upgraded you can copy effects from multiple enemies and then remove them from the enemies too. This is a very helpful ability because say Black Widow's stealth, you can take her stealth and then say, I want to be stealth now, and then boom, you're stealth. So it's just nice when Yondu's turn comes up, and then you can just ruin the enemy team's plans. Yondu's first skill is Jagged Edge, and he can attack a single opponent with his arrow, and once it's upgraded, he gains the ability to clear positive effects from the target he hits with the arrow. Yondu's second skill is Boarding Party, and he can summon a Ravager with a chance to apply an offensive buff to Ravager allies, and once it's upgraded, it increases the strength of the Ravager he summons, and it increases the buff to Ravager allies, plus a chance to buff non-Ravager allies. The interesting thing about this skill is one of the Ravagers you have a chance to summon actually has a healing ability. So if you get really lucky with this ability, you can potentially heal your team, but it's not a great healing because he'll be a lower level than your team. Plus, you need to take a turn to summon him in, and then you need to wait for his turn to come up to then heal. So I wouldn't count on it, but if you're lucky with Yondu, you might get a little bit of healing if that's what you need. Yondu's third skill is Yaka Arrow, and this is his best skill, and he'll attack all enemies that aren't stealth, and once it's upgraded, it'll do even more damage. So essentially, when you're in battle, you're going to always use Yaka Arrow as soon as it's charged up, but then most of the time you're going to be using Jagged Edge because all your abilities will be on cooldown, and if you feel the situation calls for it, you can use Boarding Party. Sometimes you're better off just attacking people with Jagged Edge to kill them before their turn comes up, but if you feel like this is going to be a longer battle, it might be a good idea to call in some Ravager allies. Yondu is a great character that allows Ravager allies to do a lot more than they'd be capable of on their own. If you want the most out of your characters, I'd say you put Yondu on a team with some Ravagers, and they'll be able to clear a lot with Yondu's help. Overall, I think Yondu is a great character. The ability to steal enemies' positive effects and give them to yourself is super helpful. He has extremely high DPS, plus he can even call in more allies if you feel like somebody's gonna die and you need a little more help. He's a one-man army, and I find him to be an excellent addition to any team, and I advise you farm him as soon as you can. So that's my review for Yondu, and if you want to see more reviews about Marvel Strike Force characters, make sure you guys stick around here, because there'll be more of them coming. Signing off, guys.